The Simon Jordans.
Yeah.
I won't be speaking to him.
Oh, you don't like him?
And I'm only joking. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, I just know he's talked sport. You know the.
No, I will speak to everybody apart from
Sky.
Why not?
Because of reasons I can't disclose. I think they're very unprofessional.
Okay.
I'll never speak to. You'll never catch me doing a Sky interview ever, or working for Sky. Never.
Wow. Okay.
Never.
They disrespected you?
Disrespected me massively. I'll never work for them.
And you don't want to say why?
I'll never say why.
Okay.
They know why.
They know.
And it was massively unprofessional. I'll never work with them.
Okay.
I can be the greatest heavyweight fighter of all time, the best athlete to ever come out of the UK. I'll never ever work with Sky.
Really?
Yep.
When you say work, does that also mean like an interview?
Well, if I'm in a media scrum and someone from Sky asks me a question, I won't answer it.
Wow.
They'll never get headlines from me ever again.
Wow. That's big. I mean, they're the number one.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I'm the number one.
Well, I mean, media.
I don't give a shit about
Okay,
media.
fair. Hey, respect. So I see the way the UK media covers boxers.
Yeah, boxing is a lot bigger
Tyson,
in the UK.
AJ. Do you think now that one of their own champion of a sport,
Yeah.
of the glamour of it, do you think they'll treat you as such?
I hope so. Not only for my sake, but more for the sake of UK MMA.
Yeah.
I want it to be as big as possible. We're not celebrating enough, I don't think. We're probably celebrated more by other countries than we are in our own country, which is sad. Football and boxing, football being soccer, and boxing is massive in the UK. It's covered massively everywhere. MMA is still a little bit niche, which is a shame.
The champion deal was kind of not done, but it was moved along by the fact family values, but it's a good product, nice people. We need the sport to grow. We need it to go the right way. You know, when we've all gone and we're not doing this, are there going to be leagues of MMA fighters? Are gyms going to be employed to feed fighters upwards, or is the UFC going to keep a monopoly and keep doing what they're talking politics now?
I think we spoke about it before. Is like, I want young fighters to not go through what we've been through, which is financial issues. Until basically you can't really be good at MMA unless somebody's funding you to do it, or you've got a really good sponsor, or you know, I have my dad and some close friends around me who I owed a lot of money to, and by the time I was making any money, I was in debt. I had to pay people back. I would love them to get financially supported from the time you've, 16 and you're really into it. You can fight on local shows and make at least a couple of grand just to keep you going till your next fight. That'd be amazing.
Tom Aspinall didn't hold back when asked about Sky Sports in a recent chat with Ariel Helwani. What seemed like a routine question took a sharp turn when Tom calmly but bluntly stated, "I don't respect Sky Sports." That was it, no context, no follow-up. Just a straight-up dismissal. Naturally, fans across the UK were left stunned, and the speculation began. Why would one of the country's top MMA fighters take a public jab at one of its biggest sports media outlets? Some believe the issue goes deeper than we realize. For years, networks like Sky Sports have heavily favored boxing while giving MMA minimal attention, even as the UFC's popularity skyrocketed. Fighters like Tom have often been overlooked, especially in mainstream UK coverage. Maybe Tom just decided he's had enough. But to understand his possible frustration, you've got to rewind a bit. Before the UFC headlines, before the interim title, Tom Aspinall wasn't living the dream. He was fighting just to stay in the sport. At one point, MMA alone wasn't enough to pay the bills. So what did he do? He stepped into a different world, the boxing world, training alongside none other than the Fury family. That's right. Tom spent time sharpening his skills in the same gyms as Tyson Fury and Tommy Fury. That experience helped shape the heavyweight beast we see today.
I was sparring with Tyson Fury, who was like a big deal at the time. And also I trained with Darren Till. Darren Till at the time was like a big deal. So it was kind of, I had like a little bit more, people knew I was a little bit more just from like being associated to them guys. When I got in the UFC, I had 3 kids and I had no money. I had absolutely no money at all. Zero. I owe my dad probably 4 or 5 grand. No, I don't even remember. How much was it? More than that. I owed him a lot of money, and I owed friends like a few. I paid it back. And,
I'm sorry.
I didn't have any money.
Good, hilarious. He goes, "You're kidding, right? You're gonna lie right in front of me."
I can't remember, but I owed people money.
Yeah.
So I paid them back. That was the first thing. Yeah.
And then what'd you do with your very last check?
I bought a really nice house, but that wasn't with my last fight. So I bought like my dream house
For you,
a
man.
couple of fights ago, actually.
What's Tom Aspinall's dream house?
I've got like a 3-story house,
Nice.
and it's like in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, I don't think I really bought much from my last fight. Do you know what I don't really, I'm not a massive spender, to be honest. I've got everything I need, to be honest with you. Everything from now moving forward is just like a bonus, which is nice. It's great.
That's what's up.
He wasn't training in boxing to chase championship belts. He was doing it to survive. Sharpening his striking, toughening his mindset. Not out of ambition, but necessity. MMA just wasn't paying the bills, while boxing offered a lifeline. The irony? Sky Sports has always had a spotlight ready for the Fury family. Tyson's every jab gets airtime.
Ow.
But when Tom Aspinall carves through top heavyweights in the UFC, silence and maybe, just maybe, that's the very double standard Tom is silently exposing. He didn't spell it out in that interview, but fans are connecting the dots. The pattern of being overlooked. A national star in a global sport, yet treated like an afterthought by his own country's media. Tom's rise hasn't come with much help. No media hype trains, no mainstream push. He's had to claw his way up without the support of traditional outlets like Sky Sports. And just when momentum builds, it gets stalled. Whether it's long delays waiting for Jon Jones to return, or the murky politics of UFC matchmaking that keep him benched.
This is the only sport in the world you can have somebody hold your career back.
Yep. I've been almost a year inactive. With no prospects of anything. Just be ready, and we'll just let you know.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of difficult, like mentally, to.
Oh yeah.
This is the fight against Jon Jones. Like, not the fight is another thing.
Yeah.
This is the tricky bit where I really have to stay switched on, stay motivated, and I'm trying my best. I'm trying. It's tough, as you said a minute ago. No one really knows what's going on behind the scenes apart from me.
Exactly. You're in office cooking.
I train all the time anyway. Just because I've not got a fight doesn't mean I don't train. Like, I honestly can see John's point of view. I get it.
Yep.
I get it. It's just about the title for me.
Yep.
I just want the title. That's it.
Yep.
Does nothing else really matters. So
You're like, let me do my thing. Let me fight.
I just want to fight.
And I think that's the respectful way to go about it. It's like, you don't care if it's John, and it's no disrespect to John, it's no disrespect to anybody out there. You're just trying to fight. Yep. I just want to fight.
Yep.
And they're going to announce it on International Fight Week. But for some reason, they announced it last night. I don't know what that reason is. It took me by surprise, at least. But they announced it last night. But ultimately, I was chasing the belt. I was chasing being the #1 heavyweight fighter in the world, which I am. And I can say that I am now, especially with John not around and he's retired and that's behind us. But ultimately, the thing that I wanted really was the belt. The fact that John's left the sport. Obviously, it would have been better for me career-wise to have that name. Financially, it would have been great as well. But the thing that I was ultimately chasing was the heavyweight title. He's entitled to do whatever he wants, to be honest. I'm not. He's done way more in the sport than I have, so he should do whatever he feels is right. If it was so public, for me personally, I don't know if my ego could take it, having not done it. But that's honestly that's his prerogative. I don't hold any ill will against him for it. For nearly a year now because of this. And I've been healthy the whole time. I've been in the gym the whole time. I've been doing exactly what I'm supposed to do as a high-level operating athlete at the elite level.
It's not just about one interview or one slight, Tom. Aspinall has been snubbed by platforms that claim to champion British sport. His fight hasn't only been inside the cage, it's been against the silence, the neglect, the constant uphill climb for recognition. Now, with Jon Jones officially out of the picture and the heavyweight division wide open, Tom is finally getting his moment, but on his own terms. Make no mistake, he hasn't forgotten who supported him on the way up, and who didn't. Whether the next name across from him is Cyril Gane, Sergey Pavlovich, or even Francis Ngannou. Should he ever make a comeback? Tom is proving that being overlooked doesn't break you, it fuels you. Because while Sky Sports was busy promoting every storyline in boxing, Tom Aspinall was quietly becoming one of the most dangerous heavyweights in the world. So, if you're wondering why he made that sharp comment, maybe it wasn't just a moment of frustration. It was the tipping point of a bigger story, one where he was counted out, underestimated, and still rose to the top.